Hey everybody, this is Dustin with the Quest Kids, and I'm here to show you how to play the Big Bad's battle against Howlrok in the Quest Kids, Big Bads at Tolk's Cave. In this scenario, the Quest Kids have been captured by Howlrok and his friends. The heroes have had their gear stolen and have been placed in dangerous traps. Will the Quest Kids escape their prisons and prevent Howlrok from escaping Tolk's Cave? That's what we'll see, and that's what I'm going to teach you how to play. Now to start, you need to get all of Howlrok's cards. That includes 5 trap tiles, 5 safe tiles, 1 Howlrok tile, it's the same on both sides, and 1 Howlrok health tracker, which we'll flip over now, place right here at the top of the board. And then we need Howlrok's 3 allies. And Howlrok, being a woodland creature, is in charge of Bridges the bear, Mama Mammoth the mammoth, and Heckle, Hoopla, and Hound the hedgehogs. Now, to prepare the Howlrok battle, you shuffle the trap tiles, and you place them in the spots shown on page 28 in the rulebook. Right here, 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 and here. Next, you shuffle all the safe tiles, and you place all of them on the board using the same diagram, which will be right next to all of the different trap tiles. Next, each player will pick an available trap tile and place their figure above the trap tile. When picking your spaces, please use the graphic on page 28 to determine which trap tiles are available based on player count. For example, we are in a 3-player game, so we would use spaces 1, 2, and 3. So we'll have Noah pick this one, put him right above the trap tile, Skylar this one, and Flint this one. Now, as we mentioned at the beginning, the scenario here is Howlrok has captured the Quest Kids and placed them in a trap along with all their gear. So that means that players should place all of the items and their ability cards underneath the safe tile in their room. So Noah, during the adventure before his battle against Howlrok, has remaining these 3 ability cards and the Helm of Wisdom item card. So we put that under his safe, like this. Same thing with Skylar, has a Power of Magic and the Bag of Tricks. We place that under hers. And finally, Flint has a Health Potion remaining and the Cloak of Magic and 1 Wisdom. So we put that underneath his safe. Next, we will place the Howlrok tile in the appropriate spot, shown once again on the diagram on page 28, which would be up here at the corner of Tolk's Cave. And then finally, we put Howlrok's 3 allies in the spaces shown on the diagram, which will be here, here, and here. They're essentially blocking the doors for the Quest Kids. Howlrok begins the battle with 3 health. 1, 2, 3. Put it right here on his health tracker. And now is the time that we would look at the Big Bad's tile penalty. As a reminder, during play of the main adventure, sometimes when bad things happen to Quest Kids, ability cards are placed on the Big Bad's dungeon tile, which is this. Now in this scenario, if there are 2 or 3 ability cards on the Big Bad's tile, Howlrok gets an extra health. If there are 4 or 5, Howlrok gets 2 additional health. And if there are 6 or more, then Howlrok gets a 3rd additional health, bringing his total health to 6, which will make him more difficult to defeat. And this is how gameplay works. Remember, Howlrok is trying to escape, and Howlrok will move 1 space closer to the cave's exit after every 2 player turns. However, before the Quest Kids can stop Howlrok, they must escape their trap. At the start of their first turn, they will flip over their trap tile and place it back on the board. So let's begin here with Noah. So let's see what happened to Noah. Flip it over. Noah has been locked in chains. So to escape this trap, Noah will roll his 2 action dice in an attempt to get the required actions that are facing him, which will allow him to escape the trap. So in this example, he needs to roll 1 help. So let's go ahead and try that out and see if he does it. And he did not. So players can only roll their 2 dice to escape the trap. They can't borrow dice, and as we know, they can't use any items because they are locked in the safe. So if a hero was successful on this, they immediately will be able to reveal their safe tile and take the gained ability cards, plus their gear that was locked in the safe. However, like this example here, if Noah is unable to escape their trap, they rotate the trap tile in the direction the arrow shows. So you rotate this way, and on his next turn, he once again has to try to escape the trap. So let's move on to Skylar here. Let's see what trap Skylar's in. Skylar is surrounded by hyenas, and she needs 1 outsmart roll to escape the trap. Have her 2 dice here. Roll. And she doesn't get outsmart, but she does get a wild, which allows her to escape the trap. Go ahead and discard this card off to the side here, and reveal the safe card. Revealing the safe card, not only does she get her additional things, all of Hero's ability cards and items locked in the safe are added, but she also gets 2 power, a magic, and a wisdom. Plus what she had under here. And this is what she has now to go scare away Hal Rock. As we recall, 2 quest kids' turns have happened, so that means that Hal Rock moves 1 space closer to the exit after every 2 player turns, so it goes down like that. Flint, let's just go ahead and see what Flint has here in his trap. He has his foot glued to the floor. Oh no, Flint. So, Flint rolls his dice. He needs 1 sneak. And he does. He gets a sneak and a wild. Plenty of actions there that he needs. Once again, he reveals his safe. He gets 2 power and wisdom. He also gets the items that he had underneath, locked in his safe, and his ability cards. Let's go ahead and have Noah try one last time to get out of his trap. He needs an outsmart and a sneak. Let's see if he can do it. He gets 2 outsmarts. Noah's a little too smart and not sneaky enough, so he still stays stuck and twists it. And that is 2 turns. Once again, so Hal Rock moves again. So now, what Skylar and Flint are going to be trying to do is get Hal Rock before he can escape. Once a hero escapes the trap, they are free to move around to his cave and scare away bad guys. Players' movement is the same as it is during the quest base game, and they can jump over the safe tiles. However, players can help each other, but they must be in the same room to do so, and players do earn kind carry cards. Skylar will be going to stop Hal Rock, but first, she's got to take on one of his allies, Heckle, Hoopla, and Hound. 2 power and wisdom. We already saw that she has that right here. 2 power and wisdom. So she scares away Heckle, Hoopla, and Hound. This star counts towards her in-game scoring, not the person that scared away Heckle, Hoopla, and Hound during the first part of the adventure. So it's better to scare them away during the big bats battle in this situation than it would be during the main quest. Now it's Flint's turn, so Flint can, if he would like, go attack Hal Rock. So he can go this way. Remember we said that he can jump over safe tiles, or onto them. So now he can attack Hal Rock. He has 1 of each. And that means he removes 1 heart from Hal Rock and goes onto Flint's player board for in-game stars. Now, as you were trying to scare away Hal Rock, you may find that you need additional ability cards. The way that you could do that is by getting them from the safes that were not attached to players at the beginning of the game. As we've seen, these safes give additional abilities like 2 wisdom and a magic, 2 power, 2 wisdom. However, to do it, you must complete the trap. So let's say, for example, Skylar was over here and wanted to try to get the ability cards from this safe. She'd have to go to the trap here, flip it over, and now she's stuck in this trap. So now she's stuck in a deep pit. Lucky for her, she has to only roll 1 power, which is what she's known for. And plus, she can use her special abilities that she has. Hers is Bag of Tricks, which doesn't really help her because it only gives her additional outsmart, not power. But let's roll anyways, and she got it. A wild and an attack. So on this turn, she's able to flip it over, complete the trap, and get the additional ability cards. Play continues like that. Eventually Noah should be able to escape his trap and help fight Howlrok. After every 2 turns, Howlrok moves closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to escaping. Now the next time Howlrok needs to move, we see that Flint is next to him. And if Howlrok is next to a player at the start of Howlrok's turn, he does 1 damage to Flint, which means he needs to remove 1 heart from his player board. And then he moves 1 place closer to the exit. If Flint was here, he would push Flint backwards. The battle is over once all of the heart cards are removed from Howlrok's health tracker, or Howlrok makes it out of the cave.